Welcome back to Game On, brought to you by Holy's Best. My name is Brian Mufokeng. Now I'm joined by another legend in SA football and a man that scored goals for fun. So I've got two top scorers here of yesteryear. Jerry Skosana, welcome.
Thank you, Brian.
Shane, last week we spoke about the PSL Awards, and it was all the glam that happened in Randburg as we honored the players for a season that was. Huge wins for Pirates as well as Sundowns players respectively, as well as the coaching department.
Yeah, it's been good. We expected Ronan Williams to win. I mean, he stood out for the whole season, Player of the Year. But yeah, Pirates surprised and got a few awards as well. It's good for the game that it doesn't just go to one club.
I don't think for Pirates, Jerry's not worried at all. Jerry's a smiling man because he called his the 1632 guy, that is Maswanga, Tito, that he will get the Nedbank Cup, and also he felt that in the middle department he should be able to walk away with that. Surprised that Sipo Chain walked away with the goal for the MTN8 last man standing?
Yeah, I think, for his heroics, for Pirates to win the MTN8, he did well, but it's just unfortunate there because I had a call again of Maswangani. But still, it's another Pirate player that won the award. But look, for me, the awards were just to me, so obvious because all the nominees and winners come from position 1, position 2, position 3.
Yeah. That's
where you stop it.
So nobody else outside of that?
Nobody else outside of it. I don't know if Chiefs maybe.
Shane.
We won't go there, Jerry, but I agree with you. The top 3 teams, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
Those 3 teams shone out the whole season. Look, we all know how well Sundowns have been gained, but deservedly, it's from the top 3 teams.
You guys wanted to say, you said that you opted and you felt maybe that Steve Barker deserved to win the DSTV's Premiership Coach of the Season, given how well Stellenbosch has done this season. But Shane, you did call and say that, probably it will go to Rulani, given his prowess, the way things have actually gone for Sundowns. But what do you make of that?
Yeah, you got to look at it. And for me, why I said Steve Barker is because if you look at the difference in squads, and yes, we all know that Sundowns have got to have the bigger squads because they play any more competitions.
Yeah.
But for me, if you look at the players, comparing players between Stellenbosch and Sundowns, I thought Steve Barker had done the better job because of where he comes from and because of just, how challenging it was for him.
Yeah.
But, Rolani deserved it in the end because obviously, you're taking a team of superstars and you've got a whole lot of superstars. You've got to gel them still. You've got to keep them all happy. So he's done well in that regard. And bear in mind, he's still a youngster, If you look at where he's come from, rising very quick, the world's his oyster as well, He could be going overseas and coaching overseas soon.
Jerere umshana wako, Lebile Mufokeng. Not only is he the young player in the DSTV Premiership, also walked away with the honours in the Nedbank Cup as well.
Yeah, well, let's give credit to that because really for him to also be in the national team, it says a lot to his age. Because we're not only looking at him, what he's doing in the DSTV Premiership only, also taking into consideration the way he's being selected to the Bafana fold. So for me, he really deserves it because you can't just play for Pirates as a youngster and then get those accolades and you don't walk away with them.
Jerry wants to say something.
I've got to say something, and I've got to disagree with Jerry.
Shane, yeah?
Unfortunately. If you're looking at overall the whole season, he didn't play the whole season. When I say didn't play, he wasn't competitive the whole season. For me, an award for young players should be a player that's done it the whole season long, and that's why I went with Titus. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
If you're selecting over short periods of time, Mufokeng stands out. But over the whole overall season, I thought Titus stood out. So that's just a difference of opinion from
I'm not arguing with him.
Yeah.
I think he's just hitting 2 nails in one area. Yeah. So he's not getting it right, Shane, because he just said it now in terms of the coaching stuff.
Yeah.
You look at what Steve Barker has done.
Yeah.
That's his point, of which it's a good one.
Yeah.
But if you take into consideration the biggest team in South Africa in terms of the coach that is gonna have the advantage. Rulani won it, you know. But even now, yes, you can look at titles, but now let's look at what Mofokeng has done, that short space, because he's got that showing in terms of the team that he's playing for. So you can always go again and say Sundowns, Stellenbosch in terms of coaching. And then you say Stellenbosch, Pirates in terms of the young, promising player.
Yeah.
We're in South Africa. He knows. We're in South Africa.
Yeah. So Pirates are always going to dominate that department.
Honestly.
When you spoke to Caesar last week, you mentioned the fact that if you win the football of the season, automatically your peers should be voting you to become the Players Player, the DStv Premiership Players Player of the season. But it didn't go the same way this time around. We saw Ronan Williams winning that award, but Maswanga, he came back and became the man that won it.
Yeah, if you look at that, it's the players obviously picking it.
Yeah.
For me, that's a better award to win. I was surprised that Ronan didn't win it, but you know, as a good player, I mean, we all know that. So obviously his peers have thought he deserved to be there, he deserved to be the man, and good luck, you know. He is a very good player. I just hope he kicks on and he goes from strength to strength. But it's a good award to win. I would be very proud of winning that.
Yeah, that's, again, Mzansi. Mzansi for sure.
There we go against the Pirates.
That's how it goes.
Pirates again, you know. But anyway.
But also, I would also be on his shoes to say, yes, of course, I also looked at Ronan Williams, obviously. But unfortunately, though that selection was for players, his peers in the DStv, to select Maswanganyi. So we'll stand with that, and you can't dispute it.
You can't dispute
on the outside, you know, we can't do anything. But inside there, they've decided Maswanganyi.
One thing for sure, the debate will go on forever. Somebody was saying, why was he not included in a football of the season then, if he walks away with the DStv Players Player of the Season? When you come back on the other side of this, Hollywood Bets talks about what is happening as far as the men's game is concerned. Plus, the two gentlemen here will give us their best 11 for the past season.